In a world where time is precious, how can ancient wisdom make a profound impact in just 20 minutes? Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." So, what if I told you that in the next 20 minutes, you could unlock and fully understand the principles of Stoicism? Are you ready to embark on a swift yet profound journey into the heart of Stoicism? Let's unravel these timeless truths and discover how to apply them in our everyday lives efficiently and effectively. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you would like the video so that you can help me to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Principle number 1, understanding what is in our control. Recognizing what is in our control and what isn't forms the bedrock of Stoic philosophy. It's about acknowledging our power and limits in the unfolding drama of life. Consider a typical day. You're about to give a big presentation at work. You've prepared every slide, rehearsed every word, but as you're about to start, the power goes out. Frustration, panic, even anger might be your first reactions. Yet, in this scenario, the power outage is beyond your control. What lies within your grasp is how you handle this unexpected twist. This principle applies to every facet of life. In relationships, for instance, you can be the most caring, attentive partner, but you can't control how your significant other feels or acts. They might forget an important date or say something hurtful. In these moments, remember that your response is your responsibility. You choose to approach these situations with understanding or resentment. In professional settings, this Stoic lesson is equally crucial. Imagine you've worked tirelessly on a project, only for it to be scrapped by higher management. In the face of such disappointment, Stoicism teaches us to focus on our response rather than the decision that's out of our hands. Epicurus, a Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this beautifully when he said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." These words are a powerful reminder that while we can't control everything in our lives, we have complete authority over our attitudes and actions. This Stoic principle also extends to our internal world, our thoughts and emotions. While they seem spontaneous and uncontrollable, they are areas where we can exert significant influence. Feeling anxious or upset? Notice these emotions, but also realize you have the power to challenge and change your thinking patterns. In summary, understanding what we can control is liberating. It teaches us to invest our energy wisely, focusing on our actions, responses, and attitudes. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent. Instead, we become proactive in the areas where we can truly make a difference, leading to a more resilient and satisfying life. Principle number 2, embracing the temporary nature of life. Embracing the temporary nature of life is a profound Stoic principle that reminds us of the impermanence of everything around us. This notion might initially sound somber, but it's actually a call to live more fully and appreciate the present. Picture a moment of simple joy, watching a sunset, the laughter of a child, or the aroma of your morning coffee. These fleeting experiences are beautiful precisely because they don't last forever. Embracing this transience makes us more present and attentive to the richness of life. It's about savoring the experience while it's here without clinging to it when it's time to let go. This principle also applies to our possessions and achievements. You might work hard to buy a dream car or achieve a career milestone, yet these too are transient. A new model replaces your car, a new goal replaces your achievement. Recognizing this impermanence helps us to avoid becoming overly attached to material things and status. It encourages us to find joy in the experience and the journey, not just the destination. In relationships, this idea takes on a special significance. Every interaction, every moment with loved ones gains an added depth when viewed through the lens of impermanence. It teaches us to cherish our time with them, to resolve conflicts quickly, and to express our love and appreciation openly. It's a reminder that every encounter could be our last, so we should make it count. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, beautifully captured this sentiment. all things fade into the storied past and in a little while are shrouded in oblivion. His words aren't meant to dishearten us but to awaken us to the beauty of the present. By acknowledging life's impermanence, we learn not to take anything for granted. Embracing life's temporary nature also prepares us for inevitable changes and losses. When we understand that nothing is ours to keep forever, we can face life's ups and downs with greater equanimity. We learn to appreciate the good times without desperation and navigate the hard times with a sense of perspective. In essence, this Stoic principle is an invitation to live more deeply, to value every moment, and to see the ephemeral beauty in all aspects of life. It teaches us that the quality of our experiences is far more valuable than their duration, guiding us towards a richer, more meaningful existence. Principle number 3, the virtue of self-discipline. The virtue of self-discipline, a key Stoic principle, is not about denying ourselves pleasure but about not being enslaved by fleeting desires. It's a practice of choosing long-term satisfaction over short-term gratification, a skill that deeply enriches our lives in various aspects. Imagine you're at a social event where everyone is indulging in unhealthy snacks. You're trying to eat healthily, but the temptation is overwhelming. Here, self-discipline isn't just about resisting a treat, it's about aligning your actions with your deeper values and goals. Each time you choose a healthier option, you're reinforcing your commitment to your well-being. This principle also plays a crucial role in managing our time and productivity. We live in an age of constant distractions, social media, streaming services, endless notifications. It's easy to give in to these distractions, but self-discipline helps us to stay focused on our goals, whether it's finishing a work project or spending quality time with family. It's about prioritizing what truly matters over what seems urgent at the moment. In financial matters, self-discipline is equally important. The temptation to spend impulsively, to buy the latest gadget or fashion trend, can be strong. However, practicing self-discipline in our spending habits means we prioritize our financial security in long-term goals, like saving for a home, education, or retirement. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This is particularly true when it comes to self-discipline. We often imagine that saying no to a desire will be painfully restrictive, but in reality, exercising self-discipline often brings a sense of accomplishment, peace, and freedom. Self-discipline extends to our emotional and mental lives. It's about regulating our responses to others and to challenging situations. For instance, when faced with criticism or conflict, it might be tempting to react impulsively with anger or defensiveness. However, applying self-discipline allows us to respond thoughtfully and constructively, preserving relationships and our own inner peace. In essence, self-discipline is a liberating force. It frees us from being at the mercy of passing whims and aligns us more closely with our true goals and values. It's a path to genuine freedom where we are not constantly swayed by external temptations but are guided by our inner compass. By cultivating self-discipline, we gain the strength to create the life we truly desire, one thoughtful choice at a time. Principle number 4, developing emotional resilience. Developing emotional resilience, a fundamental Stoic principle, is about cultivating an inner strength that allows us to navigate through life's inevitable challenges and uncertainties with composure and clarity. This resilience is not about suppressing emotions but understanding and managing them effectively. Consider the experience of facing a significant setback, like losing a job. It's natural to feel a wave of emotions, shock, anger, sadness. Emotional resilience doesn't mean these feelings are ignored, rather, it's about acknowledging them and then gradually shifting focus to constructive ways to move forward. It's the difference between getting swept away by the tide of emotions and learning to swim through them. This principle also applies to interpersonal relationships. We all encounter situations where others' words or actions upset us. Emotional resilience helps us respond rather than react. Instead of immediately expressing anger or frustration, we can take a step back, assess our feelings, and choose a response that aligns with our values and long-term well-being. Epicurus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely noted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This statement highlights the essence of emotional resilience. It's not the external events that disturb us, but our interpretation of these events. By changing our perception, we can maintain our equilibrium even in the face of difficulties. In the realm of personal achievements and failures, emotional resilience plays a critical role. Failure, for instance, is an inevitable part of pursuing goals, whether it's a failed business venture, a rejected proposal, or a missed opportunity. Resilience enables us to view these not as defining setbacks but as valuable learning experiences. It encourages us to ask, "What can I learn from this?" rather than lamenting, "Why did this happen to me?" Moreover, emotional resilience is about maintaining a balanced perspective in both success and failure. It teaches us to enjoy success without becoming arrogant and to face failure without descending into despair. This balanced approach ensures that our self-worth and happiness are not entirely dependent on external achievements or validations. Emotional resilience, therefore, is a dynamic process. It involves being mindful of our emotional states, learning from our experiences, and adjusting our perspective to maintain a sense of inner stability. It's a skill that grows stronger with practice and over time, leading us not only to survive life's storms but to thrive within them. By embracing this Stoic principle, we equip ourselves with a powerful tool for personal growth and enduring contentment. Principle number 5, living in harmony with nature. Living in harmony with nature is a captivating Stoic principle that encourages us to align ourselves with the natural order of the world and our inherent human nature. This principle isn't just about environmental consciousness, it's about understanding our place in the universe and acting in accordance with our true nature as rational and social beings. Imagine waking up with the sunrise, aligning your daily rhythm with the natural cycle of day and night. This simple act is a form of living in harmony with nature. It's about syncing our lives with the natural world, which can lead to a more balanced and healthy lifestyle. The Stoics believe that such harmony brings inner peace and contentment. In our interactions with others, this principle advises us to recognize our social nature. Humans are inherently social creatures, we thrive on connections and relationships. Living in harmony with this aspect of our nature means cultivating empathy, kindness, and understanding in our relationships. It's about seeing ourselves as part of a larger community and acting in ways that strengthen these bonds. Marcus Aurelius, reflecting on this, said, "Time is a river, a violent current of events glimpsed once and already carried past us, and another follows and is gone." His words remind us of the constant flow of life and the importance of moving with this flow rather than against it. Just as a river adapts to the contours of the land, we too can learn to adapt to the changing circumstances of life, finding our path without resisting the natural course of events. This principle also extends to our professional lives. In a world driven by ambition and competition, living in harmony with nature means recognizing our limits and not pushing ourselves to the point of burnout. It's about finding a balance between work and rest, ambition and contentment, striving for success while remaining grounded in our fundamental human needs. In the context of personal growth and self-improvement, living in harmony with nature means acknowledging and embracing our strengths and weaknesses. It involves understanding our unique talents and limitations and using this knowledge to guide our life choices and aspirations. This self-awareness leads to a more authentic and fulfilling life path. Ultimately, living in harmony with nature is about understanding our place in the world and acting in ways that are true to our nature as rational, ethical, and social beings. It's about finding balance and meaning in our lives by aligning our actions with the natural order of things. This Stoic principle guides us toward a life of purpose and peace, deeply connected with ourselves, others, and the world around us. As we navigate the currents of life with Stoic guidance, remember, it's not just the teachings that empower us, but the shared bond within our Stoic community. United, we find strength, together, we cultivate endurance, in harmony, we live Stoicism. Thank you for being a part of this philosophical journey. Until our paths cross again, hold fast to your tranquility, cherish your Stoic kinship, stay steadfast, stay united, stay stoic. And don't forget to like and subscribe.